Well, my name's Daniel Kjenner, and I didn't realize that I was presenting today just because I'm so busy, and so Layton calls me today and says, hey, just confirming that you're coming today. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. He's like, okay, so what are you going to talk about? I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about here? And so anyways, yeah, so that's kind of how I got to here. And so what I'm going to talk about is what I took from College Pro and use that into what I'm doing now. And so it all started when I was in class, and I was with this guy named Vic Nicolai, who was doing College Pro. He did it the year before me. And he was always talking, it was the beginning of class, didn't know who he was. He's like, yeah, College Pro this, College Pro that. I'm like, oh, stop talking about College Pro, man. I didn't know what it was. And he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I finally did this presentation because we were in management. And he's like, yeah, I was managing people. I was like, whoa, what's that? You were managing people? I was like, I've never managed anyone before in my life, but I've always wanted to. And I definitely have the entrepreneur disease. I remember having this job where I was in the warehouse, and I was going crazy. Like they wanted me to just basically do day-to-day stuff, very routine, and I have like ultimate ADD. Like I need to be doing something different every second, otherwise I just go crazy. And I remember, I think you said something about this earlier, like if an entrepreneur's stuck in that position, like they will either die or want to kill themselves. And I remember telling my parents, I was like, I didn't really mean it, I was just so frustrated, I was like, I'd rather die. I don't want to do this. So when I did College Pro, it was like a whole new experience. Like I was just fulfilling every need possible. Like I was learning how to manage people, I was learning how to sell, I was learning how to do the finances. And I was like, this is the best, because this is what I always wanted to do, was run a business. And so what I'm doing now is, as soon as I finished doing that, I was like, okay, I'm not getting a job. Like I am gonna go start another business. And so what I did was I called a guy up who was managing a Go Auto dealership. He's like, honestly, like I'm biased, but he's one of the top he's probably one of the top managers for a car dealership in like Edmonton. Like he's unbelievable, and he's young too. And so it's like, what are you doing, man? And he's like, oh, like just managing. I'm getting so frustrated with what I'm doing right now. I was like, boom, let's go for lunch. So we did that, and I was like, I want to start a dealership with you. And I worked in a dealership once. I didn't know too much about it. I understood sales and all that, but he's like, honestly, like I totally down. He's like, I'll put in my 2 weeks tomorrow. Okay. And I was like, wow, this is really happening. And as soon as he put in his 2 weeks, I was like, boom, like let's do this. Like I can't let this guy down, because we were friends. I just didn't want to let him down. And so as soon as I was like, okay, got to start a business again, I was like, wait, I know exactly what I'm doing. I was like, boom, go to the registries, get it registered. Call up some people, I need to hire some salesmen, blah, blah, blah. And like, I was just taking all these qualities like management, and I even, like for our business right now, I use the same finance Excel spreadsheet as I did in College Pro for our dealership right now. I altered it a little bit, but
Turned it green.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and so I used that, and it was just like I knew how to manage people. I knew how to do interviews. I knew how to set up appointments. I knew how to like, it was like from one business. It's really like business is business. Like I'm not a painter. It's not for me personally. It's for some people, that's cool, but I'm not a painter. I have ADD, and I'm like, it's okay, I think you guys got this. On to the next site. That's literally what I did. And, like I just couldn't stick around, and so yeah, and I mean it's really cool, because now from like learning like how to run a business properly and profitably, I can take that money and now start like just growing, because I'm all about growth, which is what College Pro is all about. Like it's just like take a business and grow it. Like how can I make it better? How can I improve this? And so I took this to the business, and our first month, we purchased 3 cars from an auction, and one of them made it back. It was a bad start, and but we figured it out. It's just like running the business before, the painting business, College Pro. It was like, this isn't going to stop us. We pretty much just sent the cars right back to the auction, but yeah, no, it's just like, that's not going to stop us. We take this on. We keep going, and I think our first month we did sales of like 60,000. We did well. We didn't do well, but like we broke even from our expenses, and we've just been growing it and growing it and growing it. And this month we're on track to do about sales of 400,000, which sounds like a lot, but when you're selling cars, like a car can sell for 20 grand, and you can only make, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So it totally varies. So, but and then I got to go on. I took the profits from that, and I bought into a very small portion into the ranch. It's a small portion. But yeah, I bought into the ranch, and I was able to do that from college, bro, learning how to run a business, to running another one, to buying into another one, and it just continues to grow. And yeah, that's kind of how it all went. So, yeah. Anyone have any questions?
So we get your autograph now, then.
Yeah, well, it's not like that. It's not like that at all.
Dad, you're looking for a pen.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I was actually about to say, I'm a big networker, and I was going to say, if you want, you can add me on Facebook, because there's a lot of, like, honestly, like, the people who run College Pro, I have so much respect for. Like, it really is unbelievable, like what everyone in this room did compared to what someone normally does in college. It really is quite. It's like I can't believe that so many people like this in this room are capable of doing it, because it's the most hard thing to do, but it's the most proud thing to do to run the business. So I'm gonna put up my name, and you guys, if anyone wants to get in contact with me, you can. Oh, and Leighton said that I was allowed to plug my dealership, so if anyone wants to buy a car.
Nicely done.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyone have any questions? Yeah, it's funny. It's called BFF Auto.
Nice.
Yeah, it's on the west side of Edmonton, and I called it that. Actually, my ex-girlfriend, she came up with that name. Yeah. No, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. But she came up with the name, and I really liked it, because like no one has ever asked me like twice what the name of the dealership is, and that's the whole idea. Is now we can brand it, because everyone kind of remember. Oh, BFF Auto. What's that stand for? Yeah. You want the address? You're joking, right? I can put the address.
He's like, oh yeah.
Phone number. Yeah, I'll put my phone number too.
That's fun.
All right, so that's. Turns out this presentation was more valuable than I thought. Right. If you want, there you go. So, all right, thank you.